the arm of some crazy fucking dude. Actually true. Actually true.
Being themselves, that they don't need no man. So I find that that rise probably comes from those guys that don't want to put in that extra effort and actually put their pride aside and make a woman feel loved.
I feel like a lot of it might have to do with maybe like working remote, since we're all so...
Everyone in chat, holy shit. Okay, this is good. Hold on, I'm glad that we have uncovered this. Everyone in chat is, okay, I can see there's the incel thoughts are here, but I never talk about them because we're usually shitting on women. So everybody in chat is like, that's not what she means when she says douchebags, Destiny. Douchebags are cleaning up. Douchebags are actually getting all the girls. She said douchebags, not losers. When she says douchebag, what she means are just guys that are incapable of having normal conversations, guys that are incapable of like keeping their house fucking clean, guys that are just like fucking children. They just act like fucking retards. Douchebag doesn't mean like, when you guys hear douchebag, you're thinking like, oh, the ultra giga chad dude that struts into the bar with his, you know, $10,000 suit, $20,000 watch, negs all of the women around him, and then goes home and fucks 10 women at the same time. That's not what she means when she says douchebags. But like on average, like guys are just kind of fucking shit. They're garbage. They truly are. Dude, being in this, when I get banned from YouTube and I burn the world down, fucking half the fucking people in my industry are fucking rapists, okay? You motherfuckers are crazy. Actually fucking crazy men in entertainment. And these are supposed to be above average men. Fuckers are crazy out here, okay? And then even for like normal guys that people date and shit are fucking insane. Every woman I talk to, even normal women, have at least like 1 or 2 stalkers, people that message them every single fucking week because they talked one time. Guys that where you meet them and they become schizoid after you've dated them for a few months. Guys where you meet them and they get like weirdly abusive or stalkerish after you've like dated them for a month or two. Like there's so many stories out here, and it's like I would expect that like when I hear this, Destiny operating off a completely different definition of douchebag. Listen to what she's talking about.
Because women are becoming, actually, no, that's not the best word to use, but guys that don't put in effort and don't care and don't want to actually value women for who they are gonna be lonely because, but I really think it's because...
Listen to what she's saying. She's saying what I just said, but you can't hear it. You're actually Sneeko. You heard the word douchebag and your brain's like, oh, she's talking about giga chat, alpha neggers. Negging is what I'm saying. She's talking about guys that go out and just shit on women and treat them poorly, but those guys get all the women. I've read it on all the subs and I've seen it on all the YouTube videos. That's what she's talking about. Listen, she literally defines it right afterwards. What do you mean that's not what she's saying at all? That's literally what she's saying.
Women stopped caring about douchebags. I know that's not the best word to use, but guys that don't put in effort and don't care and don't want to actually value women for who they are.
Guys that don't put in effort, don't care, and then don't value women. That's exactly what she's saying. But you hear like the word and you instantly, douchebag, but I thought that the giga alpha chads are cleaning up. They're getting all the women,
are gonna be lonely because women are becoming a lot more independent and they're becoming a lot more confident in being themselves, that they don't need no man. So I find that that rise probably comes from those guys that don't want to put in that extra effort and actually put their pride aside and make a woman feel loved.
I feel like a lot of it might have to do...
When chat thinks douchebags, they think the Tate brothers, and that sounds like what she is referring to as well, don't genuinely value or take care of women, no? Okay. You have to dump from your mind the red pill shit from like 5 to 10 years ago. No, none of the current red pill pickup artist guys say shit like that anymore. Even Andrew Tate won't say shit like that. My guess is that if you go out on a date, this is just a total guess, and I haven't watched much of his shit at all, so I could be totally wrong. If someone wants to link me something, prove me wrong, I challenge you to do so. My guess is gonna be that if you're a girl and you go out on a date with Andrew Tate, you're probably having a really fun time. He's probably talking to her, he's probably making jokes, she's probably having a good time. You guys think that like, oh, like when you go out on a date with Andrew Tate, I bet he's just negging her the whole time, he's probably ignoring her, he's treating her like shit. I seriously doubt that. I'm willing to bet that most of the modern red pill dudes are like look at like Alex talking to that one chick a few days ago or whatever, right? That's probably more what the modern like red pill shit is. Now there's gonna be some weird undertones of like weird shit, which I agree with, but it's not gonna be like the 5 to 10 years ago of like, oh yeah, you just like infinitely fucking neg people and you infinitely treat them like shit and women will love you. Like that's just not true. Destiny is coping so hard. Women do most of the same bad stuff that he says guys do, but they control the sexual marketplace so they can't be held accountable, whereas these creepy ass dudes are incels. Oof. As soon as I see sexual marketplace, it's like having an econ debate with somebody and I hear them say material conditions. I'm like, okay, dude.
With maybe like working remote, since we're also I feel like I'm at home a lot more than like I ever was before, and like since I work remote personally, like not going out and meeting as many people like through like work friends or like going out as much, I feel like people just aren't interacting as much as like they used to be on the day-to-day, like physically. People are just like messaging on Snapchat and Instagram.
So less like in-person human interaction, and everything's kind of moving towards being online.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then I also feel like women are just being more selective over like how they want to be treated, and how like with social media, I feel like it's so easy to.
But is he wrong? You're doing what you said chat did when they hear the word douchebag. Here is the reality, and you guys don't want to hear it. I know a lot of you guys don't want to hear it because you're, in a way, you're black-pilled and you don't want to admit it, right? Here's the reality. If you're a guy who is decently funny, like just like whatever, you can have a conversation with somebody, like be chill, and you have your shit together, you are ahead of 90 to 95% of guys in the world. Like that's it. You are. Unironically, you are. A lot of you don't want to take the effort to do that. A lot of you guys have like huge fucking hangups when it comes to like talking or communicating with people. A lot of you guys live like shit, or are disgusting, or like are obsessively creepy. Like that's just like, it almost feels like the norm for guys. And I see it over and over and over and over and over and over again. I see it when I talk to Melina. I see it when I talk to other friends that are girls, where it's like, dude, I have a friend fucking like 2 nights ago who, I know this girl, she's super hot. She's a huge fucking catch. She's amazing. She goes on a date with a dude, and after the first date, he is like obsessively texting her like hundreds of times in one night. And she even said that she had a good time on the date. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? He's like obsessively, like 3 or 4 messages for every one message she's back. They're huge messages. I'm like, bro, you're fucking yourself right now. And I see this happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And these girls don't even, like, and I'm talking to some of them, because sometimes when I talk to girls, and maybe it's just my friends, okay? Maybe it's just my friends, but like I'll talk to girls that I know, and these are like, and I go in sometimes even still thinking like, I bet you just have really high standards, or you're being really picky, or you're being like kind of a douchebag. And then I look at like the guys that they interact with, I'm like, Jesus fuck, like this guy is like 90% of the way there. He just needs to not be fucking stupid, not be weird, not be creepy, not be schizoid. Like what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, or why like men are like so fucked right now, or can't have normal conversations, or can't just be normal. But I don't know if it's a socialization thing, or if people are spending too much time on Discord or in the online world, or people spend too much time playing video games, or what the fuck. But
compare like what other relationships, like what they're doing, like what kind of experiences like a couple's going through, like, oh, they're on this nice like luxurious vacation, and like this man doesn't want to like take me on that, so like screw him or something in a way.
So first and foremost, I would say pornography has something to do with it, just because it's so easily accessible that men don't really have to like put in the effort to go out and seek a mate when they can just like do it at the comfort of their space. I would say another reason is just the work and personal life balance. People are obviously too ambitious now, which is a great thing, but to like keep up with the economy and the demanding lifestyle, it's kind of hard to maintain a nice work and personal life balance, and men don't really see the worth in going out to find a potential mate. They would just rather spend that energy on working towards their goals and ambitions. So just like a busy working life.
Incels? Reddit? 4chan? I think it's largely a them problem, would be my guess.
I think,
I don't even know if that was a response.
I don't know. I feel like one post-pandemic, people don't like interact with each other as much.
True.
This is kind of off topic, but like when I used to walk down the street, I would always be like, oh my God, you're so pretty, or like hello to people, you know, and just like talk to people. And I feel like now that's not really happening. I think people are more drawn into themselves. And I don't know why it's still like that. I think the internet too, obviously there's...
You know what is something else I think is true? And I think it's actually truer and truer and truer. And I notice this more and more. And this is actually a huge drawback, a huge negative from the red pill community. This is just bad. And it contributes to this badness is I think men, I'm just remembering now because of the conversation I had last night with this girl. I